All right, welcome back. I know it's been quite a while since my last video, but I finally got some spare time. And as you can tell, I got a hold of the new 2024 Certate. So I'm making this video to answer a question that I'm pretty sure some of you have, and that is, do some of the parts from the 2024 fit onto the 2019? And the short answer is yes. At least the ones that I have figured out so far. So if I do figure out any new ones, I will make a video in the near future. But before I get into that, let's go over the sizes for reference. This one on the left is the 2019 4000 DC with a 5.2 gear bought here in the US. The one on the right is a 2024 5000D CXH with a 6.2 gear bought from Japan. However, even though it is a 5000, it's using a 4000 body. So that got me thinking, I wonder if the parts are able to swap over, given that it's the same body, of course different gear, and to my surprise, they do. So let me get these off the stand so I can show you what I mean. And actually, before I get into the parts, I have read and I have seen videos where people are saying that the 2024 drag clicker is just as loud as the 2019 and not much has changed. And I have to disagree. The 2024 is much louder than the 2019. So let me show you what the 2019 sounds like. Versus the 2024. I don't know about you, but it is a big difference between the two. So I'm not sure what these people are talking about. So just in case they convince you that they were the same, they are not. And now that we got that out of the way, let's move on to the parts that you're able to swap over to the 2019. And the first part, which I'm sure you can tell, is going to be the spool and the spool cap. Remember, this is a 5000 spool, so it's going to be very close to the rotor, but it's not going to touch. But if you feel more comfortable, try to see if you can find the 4000 size, but the 5000 is perfect. And also the spool cap. It fits onto the 2019. Sorry, one sec. There you go. And in addition to fitting the spool and the spool cap, the drag clicker is just as loud as if you bought a 2024. And that has to do with the fact that the new spool has a different design, which I will show you in a bit. The next part is the handle. And I'm pretty sure you know where I'm going with this. Once you swap over these three parts, your 2019 looks very similar to a 2024, besides the dark blue frame and the shiny parts of the 2019. You practically upgraded the 2019 to look very similar to a 2024. And like I mentioned earlier, you still get that louder drag clicker. So I think it's worth the upgrade. If you have a 2019 or you can get a good deal on one right now, which I've seen 20 to 30% off. And then of course, down the road, you find the parts from the 2024, it is worth it. Hopefully I can find the parts so that I can switch the drag knob on this one, given that I'm not a fan of the T-shape knob, because after a while, I don't know if you notice, it gets very sticky. And I've only cleaned it with water and maybe some soap, but it tends to get very sticky, which I'm not a fan. Hopefully this knob is not going to produce anything similar, but we'll see. And not on this video because I don't have time, I'm going to see if I can also upgrade the spacers for bearings, just how I did here on the 19. Hopefully I can replace this white spacer for a bearing, and from the looks of it, I believe it is the same bearing, given that it's a 4000 size body, but I cannot verify yet. So once I do, I will make a new video. Same for the spacer in here. I will do that as well. And before I forget, let me show you the 2024 inside of the spool. You can see the notches are longer versus the 2019 here. You see, these don't go all the way down, but these do. So that is why I believe it's louder on the new one. And then hopefully if I have time, I will see if the rotor is also able to swap over to the 2019, which I'm pretty sure you can, but I just need some time because I don't want to rush this process. And then one last piece of information. If you have been hesitant to buy a 2024 or even the old one from a Japanese version because Daiwa won't service it for you, which that's correct. I called Daiwa in Lake Forest, and sure enough, they said we can't service the CXH you bought because we don't have parts if we were to crack the frame. But there is a tackle shop who is a certified distributor for MagSealed, and they are located here in Southern California, and they are Save On Tackle. So they said if you ever need your new Certate service, I would contact Save On Tackle and they should be able to take care of it. But hopefully that won't be the case, given that my 2019 is a little over 3 years old since I bought it, and I only fish it in the surf. It's been dunked, it's been splashed, and to this day it has never been serviced. It is just as smooth as butter as the first day I bought it. So I'm hoping that the 2024 will be just as good, if not better, but only time will tell. So I'll finish the video off here, and then hopefully I will get some time to check the bearings and also check the rotor, and I will get back to you on that one. Thank you for watching and hope to see you soon.